Hi Libra, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is to read for you and the other person. So you plus that other person here, we're going to see what wants to come up. This will be through now until the end of the month. I'll be caught up next month, guys, on my bi-weeklies. I've just I've mentioned before, I've had certifications and kind of going through that process right now in terms of that. Let me just get the camera a little straight here. Okay, gotcha. Well, there you go. All right, sorry about that. So, and I have been working on that as well as taking some classes, and it's just been insane. Okay, as well as moving and changing my role. So it's been a little crazy. So I'm trying to get these in as fast as I can, and I've always been thinking about you. It's like I always want to put these out, gosh, things are coming up and great transformations are taking place. So because there's been a lot of transformation for many of you out there, what I'm doing is I'm going to be using my Earth Magic cards. So we're going to go ahead and use that. So we're going to see what wants to come out for you, okay? And this will be for you plus that other person. You may resonate with one side more than the other. Just take what resonates. Messages might be reversed. You're going to know if it resonates because it's going to actually create your some curiosity in you to ask a question. Could it be this? Well, when you're even asking that question, there probably is something there for you, okay, to take a look at, all right? But it allows you to tap into your own intuition, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing that I kind of want to help you do, is get those spokes moving so you can actually see how it resonates with you, okay? Because it's your decision. It's going within for you. I'll never allow anyone to make a decision for you, okay? I'm working with these oracle cards here today of the earth to ground us. I also am going to be working with some animal cards, my animal cards, only because it's been my focus over these past, I would say, couple months. I've been working on, there's a wild little cat family that is in the community, and we're all taking care of it and really helping out, and I've been feeding them a lot on my way to work, which has been bringing such a beautiful smile to my face, and I've been loving it. To see those babies romp around in the environment that is, can sometimes be so straining, and I wish I could take all the cats in the world, the animals in this world. I'm just one of those people. I've always loved animals. One of my best friends, the pastor always says, Michelle, you're like the little animal whisperer. And I will tell you, I've been doing a lot of Reiki that kind of turns towards animals too, which has been helpful. But in any event, there you have it. So I'm bringing animal cards in on this one to help ground us, because animals can synchronize. I mean, they're a part of us, right? It's almost like they're a part of our DNA, and that our little helix in terms of us, how we can really evolve on Earth, and they have so many lessons to teach us. So this will be for all Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. Okay, just note that. All right, and let's go ahead and cut the deck and see what's going on for you. Let's see what wants to come out for you. So we'll start with you. Oh wow, I'm gonna bring the camera down, guys, so we'll get started. Okay, all right, so let me just do this real quick. All right, so what does this want to kind of focus in on? Let me just move this. Whoa, I kicked the table. All right, so just a little bit so I can kind of focus on the cards here. So here we go, we've got the Dawn. This is a new beginning. So Libra, there's some sort of new beginning that you're going through right now. And it's almost as if that you, through the darkness, that you have now are starting to see the light. So the dawn is now is coming through, and it's quite beautiful. So I think that you've gone through a certain situation, with this particular love situation or whatever. Maybe it's just in your own personal life that you've gone through a change, and maybe that you're starting to see opportunities that are able to come your way now that the things have been cleared from the past. It's almost as if that you're able to kind of get your stability back, and it is that the fact that any start of a new day brings that reassurance that the night and the darkness has passed. So it could be in a relationship, guys. It could be in your own life that this is what you're going through. But it is about really the renewal. This is all about renewal. And maybe resting from everything that you have gone through and knowing that you've got this feeling, you're feeling this new beginning. And that's how I see it. A very beautiful new beginning that might be taking place for you, okay? It's going to be gradual, right? You're going to see daylight just increasing, and it's almost as if you're kind of waking up. You're waking up with this new found awareness, okay? And it's a time to say goodbye to the old and honor the new, and by releasing any self-imposed restraints or any resistance to the truth that you know, okay? So this is your chance to develop a relationship that maybe you've been thinking about, embark on that adventure, and take the risks of initiating what your intuitive self has been longing to tell you to do, all right? That's how I see it. So that's what's coming through in the dawn. Let's see what else wants to come through up here for you. Oh my gosh, Aquarius got this. Okay, interesting. This is talking about the dragonfly, okay? This is about emergence, right? Really emergence. You know, the dragonfly, you know, only flies for a certain period of time, for a small portion of their life, okay? They're a nymph, and then they actually come out and fly for a particular small period of time. So what this tells me to do is that you've got a small window of opportunity, Libra, to take a chance on this new beginning, perhaps with this other person, okay? And before that they fly off, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Now, that is one message for some of you there. Now, it could be also that, again, to really focus in on the moment, the now, okay? And that is really important, because life is full of moments of opportunity, right? And with that, this is saying now is your time to fly, okay? Just like the dragonfly, okay? So that's what it really wants to really bring up, okay? It is the dragonfly symbolizes that uninhibited, like kind of vision of the mind, and the and the ability to see beyond the limitations of the human self as well, okay? It also is a symbol that the self has come to some sort of maturity. And that's why I think why this new dawn has really come into place for you. You're now at this newfound sense of maturity. And it could be in this relationship, this relationship has reached that maturity, okay? And it is now emerging, okay, and moving forward, such as the dragonfly. So you want to focus on where you are and what, and what you are doing and what you want and don't want in this, and start making really good choices in terms of moving forward, because this is about new beginnings. Dragonflies do represent these new beginnings. So it's quite synergistic that it actually came upon new beginnings, because they signify that. It also means new beginnings, a symbol of happiness and a change that is taking place, a change, and also symbolizes love. Okay, nice. It's nice, guys. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through here for you. What do we have? Tsunami. Wake up. Okay, it's the same. Wake up. So this is about a wake-up call. Okay, that something big is about to take place in your life, okay? And you may feel like that you have maybe felt like that you've been tsunamied, in a noun form is what I'm trying to put it as, almost even, right? Where they take everything in and they've washed it all away, right? And maybe you felt like you were going through just so much. And this is actually your wake-up call, okay, of something that is really wanting to push itself through, right? So it's quite interesting, because take a look at this. There's a moon that you see that's hidden there, and about things that were kind of hidden. This is probably, just like volcanoes and earthquakes. The tsunami is a destructive phenomenon, okay? And it's a natural one too, and it's triggered by something that happens undersea. So this is like your emotions, right? So something dark in terms of your emotions is going to create a tsunami. Maybe you haven't been expressing yourself, and now you are needing to do that, and when you do, this whole tsunami comes forth, right? And it could be in this situation, right? It could very much be that, and it is getting closer to this is basically saying it's a wake-up call, and it may be a dramatic event in your life that you're making a change. It could be a significant loss that might take place too. So in this relationship or this situation, you might have to give up something in order to move forward into something, and it's something that you weren't really prepared for initially. You may feel kind of stunned and surprised about unexpected events that are occurring right now in your life, or in this relationship or this situation. but you also know it's time to not avoid things anymore, not to deny things, and really confront the truth as it relates to this relationship. Okay, so it's about confronting the truth, and it's like there's no need to create drama, but it's almost as if you're kind of experiencing a real life drama. But there's no need to really amplify this anymore. Okay, it's really about when you look back at something that has passed, you can really, when you look something that's taken place, and then after it's done, you look back in the past, and then you recall signs that had foreshadowed all that was happening. So it may have been obvious clues that you maybe ignored, but this is just like animals. There are many anecdotes about animals that they operate purely on instinct, and they pick up on these clues. Naturally seeking higher ground before that tsunami's actually reached. So really listen to your instincts, Libra, and at the same time seek higher and seek that higher ground, that higher spiritual ground relating to this situation. Okay, I knew there was a reason why I brought in the Earth Magic cards, because we needed the grounding, and I also felt that the animals really could teach us lessons, and they really do. Use your intuition as it relates to things that are hidden. Okay, so this is a wake-up call in this situation. All right, let's pull an animal card and see what else wants to come up for you as it relates to this situation. Black egg. Oh my gosh. This is a spirit symbol that you see at the top here. And there's only a few in the deck, and the deck is pretty large. We're like, I don't know, maybe about 70 cards, 70 plus cards. There's only just a handful, and this rarely comes up. So this is a message, for spirit. And this is actually from spirit. So there is, it's almost as if that, how do I want to say this? It's like there is the truth is coming out. There is enlightenment. This black egg inside it holds the truth, okay? And it is about the egg's symbolism, like that golden egg, but this time it's black, okay? So that's what's they talk about, in terms of this particular card. So this was really interesting, okay? Oh my gosh, this is very interesting. It's almost like as if that you've waited so long to say something or to express something that now it's a moot point, right? It's kind of past the point from anything going to be able to hatch from it. So you better move fast if there's something that you want to do, because it's right near the end, okay? And this is just saying is that that it's just saying that if there's something that you want to express, do it now. If you haven't been doing it, then it could be too late. Okay, so that's what this is saying, is that it's interesting. Wow, how interesting is this? It's almost as if the black egg is about what is the darkness in you. And it might be showing up, that the darkness in you might be showing up in the relationships. It might be, it's really saying to you that a new beginning is necessary. And that's kind of the spiritual message. It's like, if it's a dull egg, that it is about, that person's energy leaked out, is leaking out, and it creates confusion, chaos, and ill health. So, if you continue to keep these emotions inside you, it's going to create ill health. It's going to create ill health, and it's going to crack. And the egg, it has a beautiful glow around it, saying your emotions are really, really important to you right now, that your emotions and getting them out are really important because it brings life to you. But if you conceal them and you don't let them hatch and keep them hidden, then it actually can be quite toxic to you and create evil within you in some way, shape, or form, or hurt something that, something of that sort. This is saying a new beginning right now is needed. It is a wake-up call. It's going to hit you, and if you don't open up, right? And because the new you wants to emerge, okay, to have this new beginning. All right, so Libra, take heed with that, because that's what's coming through. All right, let's see about this other person. Okay, oh my gosh, this other person, Libra, gets music. Music is really important to this other person. They're just having a lot of fun with music right now, and that is going to bring them, that creativity of music really brings them to their transformation that takes place within them. But music is a love, and it could be something that also brings you together, but it brings in harmony. And they are able to create harmony in their life by incorporating music into their life. And that music is a spiritual, the spiritual resonance that they operate from, and they almost feel as that they're in such harmony because of the fact that they ground themselves in their music. This is also the solar plexus colors, right? You know, the green of the heart, and then the solar plexus is that the I am, my will. So this is about creating music in their life, even if it's not music. You know, if exactly, it could be figuratively. Them creating spiritual music in their life that creates that harmony that keeps them going, keeps them buzzing along, right? So let's see what else wants to come through. And music brings harmony to them as it relates to this situation. Because if you're not expressing in this in some way, shape, or form, then they are using music to help them bring harmony to themselves and their emotions, you know. So that's what's coming through. Let's see what else wants to come through. Dance, celebration. So there could be the fact that there is this emergence, and it brings a beautiful celebration to you both, okay? And this is definitely beautiful. So this is also definitely about dancing, right? Really just letting, it's creating movement, you know, collaborating, you know, a ritual or whatever that is, it could be for you. This is basically saying is that this celebration is, this is about, it's about, just celebrating your divine connection, and also celebrating, by singing and dancing in movement of some sort. So there's got to be some sort of movement that can bring celebration and can bring harmony in this situation. And it can allow it to really emerge and break through, okay? So participating in some sort of dance and music really connects them to their spiritual and ancestral roots. And that might be this other person, whatever the case may be. But really it helps them express their joy and their happiness through that. So physical movement is really important. The source's wish, whatever source is to you, is for everyone to enjoy their time on earth, and to celebrate the capacity of joy and express it through the body and through music, whether in private, small friends, a huge gathering. Just let music take over. Sing a song, dance your own sacred ceremony, regardless of what you're celebrating. Because any celebration is truly sacred, and it could be the celebration of you coming together or this change that's taking place. Okay. What else is coming out for this person? Love. They just love. They've got this unconditional love, and they're reaching out, to you. And are you going to reach back? So that's what this is saying. Will that take place? So it all comes is, are you going to connect? But it's also about having compassion to where each other is at, and being able to move through that situation. It's like that's what I kind of see coming through. They are unconditional love, and it's been hard earned, no doubt, for sure, but they are just really a compassionate person. So this is quite interesting, Libra. Wow. Let's see what their totem animal is. The wolf. Wow. Now this is interesting, because the wolf, this is the alchemical symbol for earth, so they're focused the earth. But when you always hear about the wolf is actually being like the lone wolf, right? And that doesn't always need to be the case, but the wolf spirit animal, we're spiritual animal. I mean, sometimes it likes to spend time alone. Sometimes, maybe sometimes it's in terms of spending it in a group, right? Those wolves that have been excluded from their pack are really described as lone wolves, right? This person doesn't have to be a lone wolf, but I think what the spirit animal that they're getting is that they're doing things on their own. If in fact that they're not getting any sort of response from you, particularly, and that could be vice versa, right? So that's what this is coming into play. Wow, this is really beautiful. This is beautiful. It really brings a lot of instinct. They're using their instincts. They're also, it's also, utilizing their, using the instincts on this situation the best way that they can. And this is about their journey of self-discovery, because they're going through some sort of self-discovery themselves in this situation. It also conveys a lot of strength and a lot of courage. There's no doubt about that. It is beautiful, and it helps them guide them on their path, moving forward. They are loyal, and they can make quick and firm emotional attachments. But they definitely need to trust their own instincts, okay? To trust their hearts, to trust their minds, that they have control of their lives. And I think that's what they're doing right now, is they're kind of focusing in on taking control of their life and what it is that they need to do in this process. There is, and sometimes that, it's almost as if I don't know, sometimes it could be some of your spiritual animal, for many of you as well. But it is, sometimes they're quiet and then they listen, okay? Listen to what their gut is trying to tell them. So they're being encouraged to really just trust their intuition more. So this other person is learning that, okay? And, they don't want to be surrounded by a lot of noise and activity. They're actually going in and going forth and doing what it is that they need to do, whatever that case is. But it's really beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. And this is also, wolves are very beautiful, majestic creatures. There's a sacred wisdom that this person has within them. You might recognize that it could be everything wild and uncivilized that is about us as well. Because usually that white wolf kind of symbolizes that. But I almost feel is that they're watching. They are watching. They're listening to their intuition. They're watching every step that they take, and they're listening to the universe. And because they want to make the right decisions in terms of their instincts as it relates to their love life. Okay. And that's what I see going through. How interesting, guys. So let's see what the soul trees have to say about this union here, about this situation for both of you. What advice can be given on this? Oh my gosh, I just shuffled this. This is crazy. I just shuffled this deck. I pre-shuffled this, and this same thing came out for Aquarius, is that you put your boundaries in place, right? For both of you, it's like one was afraid to express, the other one is afraid to make a move. And this is saying just, what you need to do is just put your boundaries in place in some way, shape, or form, okay? And to let things go and emerge to bring the harmony. Use love as compassion. Celebrate what you have learned from each other, because I think there is a lot that you can both learn from each other in here as well. I have to pull one more because I want to see what else wants to come out in terms of its boundaries, predominantly. That's going to be really important. Make sure that boundaries are in place and they're put in place. It allows you to keep your focus and accomplish what you need to accomplish, right? So that's what it definitely wants to let you know. Be really firm and really work through that, and set clear limits and set expectations regarding this relationship, okay? Anything else? Believe in yourself. So you both need to believe in yourself through this process. There's a lot of love, okay? That's all that green there. It's the heart chakra. Believe in yourself that things can really come true and be harmonized in this particular situation. All right? So I love you all, and I look forward to Libra seeing you in the month of July. And until then, namaste.